what's the third question that you typically get asked a lot?
How quickly can you close my loan?
Yes.
And that's it's actually asked quite a bit, not only by the client but also the real estate agent representing the client. It's a very competitive market right now, and sellers need to sell and buyers need to buy, and usually the seller needs to sell their home in order to buy their new home. And so
Right.
it ends up kind of making a domino effect scenario where, if you can get it done on time or faster than the industry average, you have an advantage. But it does take some symbiotic work
Right.
between you, the borrower, and your preferred mortgage lender. Getting a home loan does take effort in terms of providing the sufficient documentation to qualify. So if you're going to do it quickly, you need to be prepared to get that documentation to the lender as quickly as they ask for it.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, I see that a lot where someone will be asked, for a certain document, and then they'll get around to it on the weekend and finally email it 3 days later. That's probably not the fastest way to get your loan closed.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Got it. So how quickly can you close? That's a great question. A question I get asked a lot is, I'll be talking to people and they'll say, I went to get pre-approved, chatted with the loan officer, and they said that I didn't qualify for a loan. So now we're just waiting for this or that to happen, more income or whatever, maybe paying down some debt before we try again. Is it pretty cut and dry? Is it pretty black and white that if you don't qualify with one company, let's say, hypothetically, just in this example, Bank of America or Zions Bank, that they wouldn't qualify with, let's say, you over at Citywide? Should they truly just stop for now, or should they shop if one person turns them down? I get that question quite a bit by people that have gone through the process and then were told by one person that they didn't qualify.
Well, it is important to shop around.
Okay.
Because not all loan officers are created equal.
Got it.
And so what one person may say isn't possible, another may actually be able to do. And that all is rooted in the experience of the professional representing that client.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's been in the business for 15, 20 years that knows loans and has seen the loan guidelines change over that period of time will probably have a very good sense of how to get that client to qualify, if it's at all possible. And if not, they hopefully are a true professional that can help build a relationship with that person.
Right.
Doesn't want to be just a transactional experience, but also be in a relationship with that great family.
Yeah.
Where they're the go-to. But yeah, it is a great idea to shop around because not everybody knows as much as others, and
I agree.
The depth of experience is super important.
And like real estate agents, not to knock on this, but some people do it part-time.
Mm-hmm.
They have a 9 to 5.
That's right.
And then they have their real estate license or their loan officer mortgage license, and maybe the experience isn't there to figure out how to get this person to qualify because they don't do a lot and they do it part-time. And like you said, I guess what I'm trying to say is, yeah, not all loan officers or real estate agents are created equal, and neither are all NBA players, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Not everyone plays as well as Michael Jordan played, and yet they were in the NBA, but not even basketball players or attorneys or dentists or doctors for that matter. One day I might get LASIK eye surgery. I wear glasses and contacts.
Yeah.
And I will definitely do my due diligence to make sure I find the best LASIK eye surgeon before I...
That's such a good example, Yoshi, because no one thinks that one surgeon would be less competent or skilled as another, but that's simply not true.
Right.
And that's super applicable in the mortgage industry.
Yep.
And in the real estate side of things too.
Yes.
So.
Awesome. All right.